Should sister wives Kody have included Cristin in Coyote Pass land sale? Yes, she gave her share back, but she helped to build the Brown family too. Sister wives star Kody Brown seemed like the heart and soul of chivalry when he changed the ownership structure of the Brown family's Coyote Pass land, granting Janelle and Mary Brown larger shares before it was sold off. However, as I pondered his gentlemanly conduct, something bothered me, and it was the fact that Cristin Brown didn't get anything at all. Yes, Cristin gave back her shares of Coyote Pass long ago just to put the whole saga behind her. However, as much as anyone, she helped to build that family. As most Sister Wives viewers probably know, Cristin took care of the children. She was, and is, the ultimate homemaker. Anyone who's taken care of kids knows it's hard work through all the stages. It's not just babies and toddlers that run parents ragged. Older kids bring a different dynamic. Their personalities are stronger, and since their lives are more complicated, they require emotional support and financial backup. For decades, she was the nurturer. The warm and loving woman was always there, helping the Brown kids to feel good about themselves. Everyone in the family ate the meals she prepared and noshed on Cristin's awesome baked desserts. Everyone enjoyed the pleasant home she kept so tidy. Cristin's a fun person who made sure the children stayed active and were enthusiastic about life. She helped to form their personalities by being there for them so much. It could be argued that the work Cristin did was priceless, and while the other Browns parented too, Cristin was really the den mother. For Kody to acknowledge this by giving Cristin a share of the land, or just some money after he sold it, would make sense. Perhaps Kody asked Cristin if she wanted a share of the land. If he didn't, maybe he should have. Sure, the others helped, but really, Cristin was doing some of the most important work of all. The fact that her own children are so devoted to her says a lot. Peyton Brown, who can be a cantankerous presence, on and off screen, thanks to his endless feuding, adores his mom. The boisterous son who's estranged from Kody melts around his mother, with whom he clearly feels completely safe and loved. I have judged Kody when perhaps I shouldn't have. Who hasn't sinned and made mistakes? Lately, I've been thinking about his side of things and softening my views. Yes, he's had his moments, but when he decided to give his exes Janelle and Mary bigger shares of the land, he showed me something new. Something I could really respect. He showed me the softness that never seemed to be there, a sense of consideration that moved me. The only thing missing is to honor Cristin, who, in her own way, gave Kody a million chances. She wanted passion he could not deliver. He was all about Robin. Cristin tried to control her jealousy, but it was just too much for her. However, she didn't leave, not then. She kept attempting to have a relationship with Kody, just like the others did. All the exes endured this, but Cristin's the fiercest. She had the most discomfort with the status quo. It was something that she couldn't hide. Cristin is an open book. A lot of men might appreciate this kind of emotional honesty. In fact, her new husband, David Woolley, appears to love Cristin's candid and affectionate personality. He's the sort of man she needs, someone who isn't afraid of a stronger personality and more intense emotions. So, Cristin, like the others, suffered for love. She had her dark nights of the soul and long days where she worked tirelessly in the home, knowing that she wouldn't get much romance when the sun went down. Cristin persevered until she couldn't anymore. At some point, a person has to search for their own happiness. They can't keep pouring love and energy into a situation where it's just not returned. In her Instagram post, as shown above, while she seems to be doing just fine on her own, she might appreciate a little cash from the Coyote Pass sale. All of these Brown adults are equals. That means that, in theory, all deserve the same share, regardless of the legal entanglements of the past. Kody purchased the property for $880,000 in 2018. Before changing the ownership setup before selling it on, Kody owned 97%. The other wives owned pittances, and Cristin gave her share away. After the sale, Janelle and Mary each received $375,000, while Kody got $750,000. That's a lot of money. Cristin gets nothing. Maybe I'm wrong, but this just doesn't seem right to me. Someone's missing. Someone who did as much as anyone to get the family in a good place. Think how much it would have cost to pay for all that childcare, cooking, baking, and housework. It would have cost a fortune. In the vast, sun-drenched stretch of Flagstaff, Arizona, where the junipers twist against the wind and the red dust settles on dreams, a piece of land once symbolized a shared vision for the Brown family. Unity, freedom, and a fresh start. Coyote Pass was supposed to be the canvas upon which the sister wives' family would finally paint the life they always talked about: privacy, custom homes, space for the kids to grow and play. But like so many things in the Brown family's story, it didn't quite work out that way. When Cristin Brown walked away from her spiritual marriage to Kody Brown in 2021, she didn't just leave a man. She left behind a 2-decade legacy of helping to raise a plural family, a web of emotional labor, late-night conversations, shared tears, communal holidays, and yes, even her financial stake in a dream she once believed in. So now, as Kody discusses selling parcels of Coyote Pass, the question rises: should he have included Cristin in the land sale? After all, though she signed away her legal interest, she was an integral part of the Brown family's foundation, emotionally, financially, and spiritually. Let's unpack this. Cristin wasn't just some side character in the Brown family story. She was the heart of the home for many years, the basement wife in Leahy, the one who homeschooled the kids, cooked for the masses, and provided warmth and humor in a household that often felt like a revolving door of chaos. Kody's dreams of building a family compound in Flagstaff were only possible because of the groundwork laid by Cristin and the other original wives. And if we're being honest, Cristin was always the most willing to make sacrifices in the name of the family's greater good, even if it meant silencing her own needs. Yes, Cristin did give up her share of Coyote Pass. Legally, Kody is within his rights to move forward without her involvement. But legality and morality often part ways in plural marriage. This isn't just about contracts and signatures. It's about values, legacy, and respect. When Cristin exited the family, she did so with grace. There were no lawsuits, no dragging out the financials, no public shaming, well, not at first. She simply packed up, moved to Utah, and began to rebuild. And yet, even now, her contributions are inextricable from the very soil of Coyote Pass. Her name may no longer be on the paperwork, but her sweat, love, and years of endurance still linger on the land like the scent of desert rain. To exclude her entirely from the financial benefits of the land sale feels more like a symbolic erasure than a financial decision. It sends a message that once you're out, your contributions are invalid. That you can dedicate years of your life to a family, raise its children, hold it together when it's falling apart, and still walk away empty-handed. Cristin helped shape the dream. In many ways, she was the glue that held the Browns together during their toughest transitions, from Utah to Las Vegas, from Vegas to Flagstaff, through the public glare of reality television and the private trials of a plural marriage that often left her on the emotional sidelines. Kody has said many times that he didn't know Cristin was so unhappy. That speaks less to Cristin's silence and more to Kody's inattention. And yet, she kept showing up, making dinner for the family, helping other wives, supporting the kids, smiling through the tension. If the Coyote Pass sale is about profit, then sure, legally Cristin signed off. But if it's about integrity, about honoring the people who made the dream even possible, then yes, she should have been included in some way. Let's remember, the land was never just about building homes. It was about building legacy. The Browns stood on national TV and told audiences this land was the culmination of their journey, their big final step toward true familial unity. Kody's patriarchal dream, flawed as it was, could never have gotten off the ground without Cristin's years of devotion. Perhaps what stings more than her exclusion is the way it mirrors the patterns Cristin finally escaped. For years, she was expected to be loyal, to sacrifice, to nurture everyone but herself. Now that she's free, the message seems to be, thanks for everything, but we're moving on without you. Imagine if Kody had handled things differently. If he had said, Cristin, you helped build this. You may not own it anymore, but we want to acknowledge your role. Here's a portion of the profit, not because you demanded it, but because it's right. That would have been a powerful healing gesture. It would have been the kind of maturity that plural marriage so often lacks. But instead, we get Kody sitting around a picnic table, parcel maps in hand, talking numbers and forgetting names. Forgetting, perhaps intentionally, the role Cristin played in this dream. Forgetting that family doesn't dissolve just because the paperwork does.